All right, we live. Make sure that we live. Make sure the audio and everything's working. Oh, almost fucked up. Almost fucked up. Damn.
Like this? Making everybody be like.
Go to.
Konnichiwa, hola, salute. Come on, been around the world a time. Everybody be like. Seen anything quite like you. Now you got everybody trying to.
What up, guys? Welcome.
Hold on, just making sure everything works before I press play again. All right, then. Eight.
Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel. Today, I am going to be reacting to 90 Day Fiance. A gold digger wants a green card. Before I start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. That way you're going to be notified of my daily videos. Like the video on your way in. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get started.
Hey, you guys looking forward to getting
Oh, that's hot as hell down here. Ignore the background. Actually, that's a little better.
married? Yeah.
Why you looked at me
What's
first?
going on?
I don't know. I wanted...
Subscribe to the channel. Let's get started.
Hey, you guys looking forward to getting married? Yeah.
Why you looked at me first?
I don't know. I wanted to see your reaction. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, no.
Yuck.
Is she Russian? Yeah, this is the thing, guys. Russian women are more traditional. They are absolutely traditional. But what they expect out of you is masculinity. And she's like, why are you acting like a... I'm kind of on her side already. I know everyone's going to look at this and be like, she's a bitch. But honestly, like, what are you doing? Staring at your girl to
She ain't
answer?
wrong.
Nah. Like, Russian women, they understand they're supposed to be beautiful. They understand they will be submissive. From what I understand, and I had a Russian nanny, they will be submissive to the right guy, but you can't be like a bitch. I'm sorry.
Definitely. No more shoes, more bags.
But what is this supposed to happen?
There has to be a limit.
10,000 per month?
Don't make me laugh.
Then I guess we're not getting
Be
married.
reasonable.
So, Anfisa, tell me a little bit about what you're looking
But
for.
what is going on? It has, because if I rewind it, it works fine. It has to be the video.
I don't want like a big dress. I just want something straight that would show off my curves.
Okay.
I want lace, white.
What about price point? What are you comfortable with?
What is your most expensive dress?
Our most expensive dress would be $45,000.
Sheesh.
Is that okay?
Sheesh. 45K.
When George asked me to come to the States, he promised to get me whatever I want.
Whatever makes you happy.
45K for a fucking
Now that I'm here,
dress.
he keeps telling me that he can't afford everything and there are things that are more important.
I'm kind of on her side. Look, you told her that she could get whatever she wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what you told her. Don't promise shit you can't do. Like, I'm sorry, a girl will fall in love with a bum. But if you pretend to be a rich guy, that's what she thinks she's falling for. That's kind of like a girl getting fat on you after you get her wedding. If you didn't promise, if you bought her fat, then fine. But
You're just catfishing at this point.
That's like buying a skinny girl and then she gets fat. It's the same thing. She thinks she's marrying a rich man. You ain't rich.
Okay. What is this? Why is this going on?
See, she's rolling her eyes. And everyone, it's because he's kind of acting like a bitch. I'm just being honest.
Eyes at me.
Okay. Well, I think maybe it might be some time to maybe just go home, think about it. All right, honey, come on in.
I've come all this way to be with George, and now he can't even get me the dress I want.
You ready?
Yes.
Wow. You know, obviously, I don't have 20,000 in cash right now.
So it's not my problem.
So it's not your problem?
It really is not.
And she's just very controlling. She likes to be bossy.
I really want to watch this video, but this is annoying the fuck out of me. What is going on? I'm already for.
And I kind of like that. I kind of like her firmness of, you know, her standing her ground. But also,
I kind of like having my mom marrying me. I kind of like being able to be told what I can and can't do. I kind of like having to feel bad because I can't make her happy. Motherfucker's marrying his mom.
I'll stand my ground too. So,
did he get raised? He sounds like he grew up in a single mother home.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe not. Why do you like bossy chicks? You guys like bossy chicks? You like bossy chicks? Oh, bless it. You kind of do. He's thinking about it. You like?
I couldn't.
You like? Okay, it's like. Why do you like bossy chicks? Are you a simp, Blessing? Not a simp. Not a simp. A little bit.
you know, that's where conflict comes into play.
Then why did we even started getting this visa? Why?
Question. Would you build a website for a major brand with more than 200 million?
I need to get YouTube Red. This shit been pissing me off.
You're not ready.
It's not that I'm not ready, but...
You're not ready.
Bro, there is no way that they didn't. Why would they add this to the video? The fucking this square, a rectangle.
It's not that I'm not ready. I'm just saying that it's like
expensive. The whole year's salary.
Can you just be straightforward and not like, oh, yes and
yeah,
no?
I am straightforward. All right, so the straightforward part is that you want expensive things, and it's, you know, hard for me to keep up.
Tell a Russian girl. Tell a Russian girl you can't afford shit. Oh my God. Oh my God, she's gonna ruin your life.
See? Nice. It's always nice talking to you. Somebody as smart as me.
It's not all that I can say. I'm just saying that it's like, it's all happening so quick. So we have to get everything.
Blah, blah, blah. That's what I hear.
I'm not
like, she's so unapologetic, and that's where, like, he's definitely like, I feel her. She's unapologetic because he promised her the kingdom whenever he can't even give her a fucking house type shit. But I just don't see how you're so against understanding where he's coming from. But at the same time, like, he did tell her, so it's, I don't know. She is a bitch, and he's just a simp. So there's no winning in this situation. They're both wrong.
That wealthy to like compensate for all of the things that you like, that are really expensive, that you want, like right now.
All those things.
Yeah.
No,
see?
I mean, eventually I can get them, but you want everything like today.
I mean, today I told.
Like you want it today.
Oh, I didn't know.
Why can't you?
When he tells me that he can't really afford these expensive things now, I feel like he's breaking promises that he gave me before I arrived.
Really
Part
want
of
to end
me
this
even
video
wants to go back to Russia.
because, like, what the fuck is going on with the video?
Look at, I mean, she's clearly a gold digger, but that's what you signed up for. How are you gonna, Why would you entice a woman with your money? And that
She wants a more expensive ring, but I mean,
the fact that men trick is the same thing as good girls dressing slutty. It's the same fucking thing. Like, you can't, like, as a man, you can't pretend like you got money to blow and then end up in a situation like this. And the same thing with a bitch. Like, you can't dress slutty and then end up with a man that expects you to be slutty and then pretend like, oh well, I'm just not that type of girl. It's the same thing, honestly. Like, probably damn near the closest comparison you could have.
I mean, there's one thing about being reasonable and one thing going over budget and one thing making me a slave for the rest of my life. We have to be reasonable. I want to make Anfisa happy, but I can't get her a ring that's going to take me 50 years to pay off.
I think we need some time to think. Maybe will be able to make him get something more expensive. George and I need to have a talk about money. He made me a lot of promises, and now I'm here, and he's not coming through.
So you're basically saying that you're just dating me because I can buy you things?
Yes.
That's just...
Like, that's what I say. Russian women don't play. He's trying to like gold digger guilt her, and she's like, yeah. That's
not right. I don't think that's love.
Oh, poor guy.
What?
Poor guy.
So basically you're saying if I can't provide, I'm worthless to you.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's wrong about it.
Bro, this is like, usually we don't see it this way. Usually it's reversed to where it's the girl talking about, oh, so I can't be pretty enough for you, or I can't be sexual enough for you. And the guy is usually on her side, but we really get to see how it's like whenever it's flipped.
If I was ugly and fat, would you be dating me?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I say. Russian women, they understand their roles. She's like, look it, she might be a bit delusional, okay? She very well may be. But
I think she knows what she's doing.
Was, and I respect people that tell him what it is.
If you were who you are.
Yeah.
Looks don't always have anything to do with it.
Oh, they do, buddy. That's why you got with her.
Shut up.
Right.
You think her looks got her to America?
Right.
Yeah. Think the boobs. Yeah.
So what if I buy the ring you want, I buy the expensive dress, I give you like the most amazing wedding in the world.
It's not enough, buddy.
Something happens.
Tech teams run on
ads.
It's a collection of building blocks, text, images, tables.
I get hurt or something and I can't work. And what then? You're just gonna leave me?
Yeah. Bro, you had like you wouldn't leave her if she gained 200 pounds and stopped caring about her looks and all she did was just lay around the house. Like, you would stop caring about her too. You promised her a world. She expected a world and you're not giving it to her, so she got the right to leave.
Yeah, she's like,
same with the fucking man. Like, if she promised you this world and she's not giving it to you, you have the right to leave. I mean, you have the right to leave. You'll still be considered a douchebag, which is another topic, but you still have the right to leave.
Like, look at in Russia, that's what y'all want traditional women. This is what it comes with. She's gone, Maysky, gotta, ghosted, bye.
Ghosted.
You tell a Russian woman you can't provide.
I'm beautiful and
I deserve better.
Nice clothes, nice shoes, nice purses. So I expect him to pay for all that.
Buddy had to have been catfishing with like a rental, a fucking Airbnb. Like, he had to have been catfishing for her to decide, like, I'm gonna go to America and trust this guy that he's actually financially stable for a what is a 90 day? I don't know how all that shit works, but I would assume like you have to get engaged. I don't know how all this shit works, but the fact that he promised all this shit and she believed it must mean that he portrayed some type of image that he can't show in real life, which is catfishing.
you keep wanting more and more. Like, when is the end? After you want something, you're gonna want something else. And after you get that, you're gonna want something else.
Oh, man.
Like, there's never gonna be an end to it.
Now, look, I don't recommend dating women like this, but he brought her there. He brought her there. Like, what? Why'd you bring her?
I can make some sacrifices on my end, but really, if I buy those things, like, I'm gonna just regret it because I'm only making sacrifices for the person that I love. But if they don't love me back, then why should I make that sacrifice? What? She keyed idiot into the driver's side door. She broke phones, plural. I tried calling her. She erased my phone. She's very controlling. I can't talk. I'll call you back in just a few.
No.
I'm literally making a deal for $15,000, and you're really up. I don't get.
Throughout all this, guys, smash or pass on the girl? Smash. No here. What about the first one? The blonde chick. The last 90-day pass. Yeah. That's what I mean. It doesn't matter how sweet you are. If you don't pass the men's bar, you're not even getting in the door. Swear to God. Men will take a bitch of a 120 hot chick before they take a 250 anything. They don't care. That woman can make his life a living hell, but if she looks good enough, they'll deal with it. It might not be their first choice, but you think that guy wants a girl on his looks level? Come on.
He's gonna find a flight.
Are you coming?
When you have money, that's when she spreads her legs. Yeah, walk away because you're a little girl. You need to grow up.
You don't know anything.
I feel like he's suffering. I'm not gonna let Anfisa destroy him.
He's lying to me. He's hiding things from me.
I'm not gonna screw myself over just because you want to be happy.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope they break up. Look here. As much as she is a gold digger, he brought her over. I don't know what you're doing bringing over a Russian chick. You tell a Russian woman you can't provide. Oh my God, she does not care. You are dead to her. But let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. Like the video on your way out, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you next time. As many of you know, I was just banned on
What's up? Kinda cool the way you mix it up. Like this? Making everybody be like, holla, konnichiwa, hola, salute. Come on. Been around the world a time or two and never seen it.
Look, I was going to go easy on you, not to hurt your feelings.
Notion has been the centerpiece of my workflow. It's quite literally an extension of my brain. I can take notes.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Daily Dropout. I'm Danny. Today I'm going to be asking girls, how much money should a guy make per year?
Real quick, how much should a guy make per year?
You know, it depends on where he lives and what he does and how. How many kids he has and
A couple 2-3 million. I think that's fair.
All right. Hi, guys. So my question for you is, how much money do you think a guy should make per year?
Come on, take a guess.
$150,000. She's gonna say.
150. I'm gonna say 250, 200.
I think the one on the right's gonna say 100.
Depends where they live. I mean, if I'm like dating them, it'd be nice if they were at least making 100,000.
I have no clue. Like $1 million, $2 million?
Okay. We're at ASU, you know, so you're not going to find him here.
Yeah, no wonder you're at ASU.
This is how. Wait. Just for my own understanding, is this how young girls walk around on college campuses?
What?
Just like that? Like that?
In Arizona, they do.
That's how they go to class and things.
Wait, like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy. Oh my goodness.
I gotta move out there. Ay.
I mean, I know I went to college in the 19th century, but still, this is
$1 million, this chick said.
walking around with their bellies all exposed and their boobies exposed. You're always supposed to pick one body part, by the way, for the ladies in your life or any ladies watching. If you wear a short skirt, you got to wear a more modest top. If you wear a bimbo shirt, you better have the bottom covered. You'll have everything all hanging out at once.
Can you hear me now, man? That's fucking lame. I don't even know how long that was unplugged for. Ah, that's fucking lame. Can you hear me now, man? That was unplugged for. I appreciate you, dog. That's fucking whack. I checked whenever I first started my stream. I appreciate you, man. That's fucking lame. I turned my volume down on my phone because I didn't want my mic to pick it up. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for looking out. I'm still getting used to this live shit. I'm trying to just act normal, trying to make sure my live works. I'm trying to make sure everything works. That shit's fuck. I would restart it, but I already watched everything. I appreciate it though, man. Or girl.
Like
$1 million.
Fully like adult.
She just said 4 words and 2 of them were like.
Someone that you would consider wanting to be with the rest of your life.
300K. 3 figures.
That was close.
Okay. So
3
why
figures.
is that?
just because like that's a stable income, I'd say.
100, like 500.
I'd say like $1,000 a year. That's stable.
1,000 a year? No, man.
No, that's 500 is.
So this is just a perfect example of the complete lack of financial literacy and understanding in our country. Is that this is a grown girl who's old enough to go to college, join the military, do a lot of things, and she doesn't even know if $500,000 is a lot or decent income or not.
It's funny that they're all independent chicks, but you're asking them, what does your man need to make? Like, you're not gonna ever go up to a man and say, what does your woman need to make? That's
on God, you just say nothing. The bitch could work at McDonald's. The bitch could be jobless if she find enough and I got the money. I'm fine with it. I don't know what a Zimzer is. Is that Gen Z? Or are you talking about your pronouns? I mean, if you're a Zimzer, man, that's whatever.
It sure is among softy men who rely on their women to run their lives for them.
Yeah, the blue-pilled men.
A lot. We're expensive.
A lot. Fucking ad.
Yeah, mills.
Mills.
Okay.
I don't really.
They were at least kidding around.
Millions.
Mills.
What?
I feel it. Yeah, I guess they could be playing.
$1 million a year.
Less
I've seen a lot of girls
1%.
asking for millions, despite only about 0.1% of Americans making over $1 million a year. So if only 0.1% of Americans make $1 million a year, and that's what these girls demand, that would mean that they should be in around the top 0.1%.
They better be dimes.
And some of those 0.1 are women. So
facts.
Facts.
No, I know. That's what
So it's
I
like
said. Around. It would
0.05.
realistically be like 0.2. Interesting.
Hair. I think. I mean, I like when
Less
guys,
than
like,
0.2.
make dates and stuff.
So if a guy made $30K a year, is that something you're okay with?
Yeah, I think that would be great.
Like your husband?
Oh shit. Husband.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be fine. If it was my husband, I'd be in love with him. So yeah.
I wouldn't really say I would have.
You better be really in love because you're going to be broke.
No more paying for dates.
I mean, it's I don't want to make fun of people that aren't making a lot of money because it's
you know what's crazy? That's
I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, you shouldn't love someone for you shouldn't be turned off by someone for making less. Well, I don't know. I mean, you can, but I feel what she's saying. Like, if you really do love someone, $30,000 a year, as long as y'all can still live, that's enough. What I was hung up on was how she was acting like 30K was enough for a boyfriend, but not for a husband. Like, why would you even be with him? I guess maybe you could see him making more in the future. But I feel like if you're at a $30,000 a year job, you're probably stuck at it. But then again, she's at college, so there's probably a bunch of people in her college that make $30,000 a year with degrees where they can make hundreds of thousands. So I feel what she was saying. Yeah.
It's like about the median income.
But
that's like the median income
Yeah.
is 30,000, which
It's
is
just-
a mind fuck.
It's just sad that these girls are adults and they really have no idea what it takes to live because so many college students are tricked into thinking that money is just like like this abstract thing that doesn't really matter, and they all signed off on $200,000 and $300,000 loans to go to school.
Yeah, they gotta be super entitled. They probably don't know what it's like to struggle. They don't know what it's like to pay for groceries, for bills, for car notes, for insurance. They probably don't know what it takes to even be an adult. They're probably still living off of their parents and off of their college loan. They have no idea what the fuck it takes. I feel like men need to be humbled, but I feel like women need to be humbled just as much. To realize how hard it is and to be able to respect a man that puts in the work.
Cool.
Most girls.
Well, money is a fugazi, but not in the way that they think so. They just don't understand anything about it. But realistically,
Fugazi, you haven't said that in a while. I like it.
Fugazi is a whizzy, is a woozy. Money isn't real.
Minimum 6 figures, no matter what the situation is. We have an expensive lifestyle.
Yeah. No, I mean, I totally understand. We got to get good skincare routine, the whole 9 yards.
100,000.
Oh, that's so annoying.
It's gonna be weird when I have a girlfriend and she's gonna be like, I need money for my skincare. I'm gonna be like, fuck off. There's no way.
Your
thought of
your wife take care of her skin, but unless
Right,
she's
yeah.
wife material,
I've never
I
had
don't
to,
think she should be asking you money for
Don't
anything.
be blowing no money on a
Never had to
bitch.
give girls money.
Hold
Like,
on
if
your
this
wife.
chick was like, expensive. Like, fuck off.
No, you shouldn't be giving a girl money for anything unless, you know, you're going to wife her up and she wants to marry you and you're treating her to things. You're giving her gifts. She likes skincare, give her a spa day, you know, but I mean,
get out of the house.
Just be paying all her bills. I don't get that. I can't see a circumstance in which that would be okay.
100,000. 120K.
All right. What the fuck are these girls smoking that they all want a guy making 6 figures?
How many
percent of people?
Yeah, I was about to look at it myself.
Figures. 5%. Half of these girls demand guys worth 6 figures, and they all think
that's crazy. Only 5% of the, I'm assuming the American population only makes $100,000. I know $100,000 is a lot, especially since $30,000-$40,000 is the average. But I feel like there has to be more jobs available for people to make $100,000 a year, especially when people are making millions a year. I don't know.
They're tens.
I guess there's way more jobs that make way less than $100,000 a year, which is probably what flattens it out.
Like, what kind of world? Like, what kind of delusional world do we live in? This is madness. What the hell? These girls.
150 is a decent life. Like, if you live modestly and you're making 150, you can sock money away and buy a home and or invest in.
You could with 100,000 too.
Or in land or in real estate.
Even the 4s, you're gonna get mad. But even the 4s are. I mean,
what's
I
your
guess.
point?
No,
What's
I guess
your
I
point?
guess I don't have a
What does it matter
point.
what you look like?
Oh fuck.
Because that's what.
No, just stop. Everybody's got their match. As they say, there's an ass for every seat.
I'm sure if you looked at the statistics
There's a
of
lid
as
for every
girls
pot.
get better looking, the men that they marry make more money.
Women fought for their right to go to college, and they're like, "Duh, I'm gonna do my eyelashes before my
Right?
lip class."
No, I'm planning on just like supporting myself with my income. So I don't
She's really
really
pretty.
plan on being supported by the person that I'm dating.
What is the lowest you
Fair.
would go, though?
If she means it.
500,000.
Sheesh.
I could have a nice like settled life with like a 200,000 a year, like normal, great, yeah.
What's the lowest though?
200 isn't too much to ask for. It's not.
Bro, what? He just said 5% makes 100,000. 100,000 is glorious, man. Like, compared to an average lifestyle, 100,000 is twice as much. 100,000 is plenty to just get by and live comfortably and save up and pay for college and buy a house and buy a car. And it's plenty enough to do all that. 500,000 is fucking crazy. 200,000 is fucking crazy. Like, it's not. Like, I feel like it's not a lot to ask for, but at the same time, like, to be able to find a man that can make that much money is tough. Like, it's tough as fuck.
As crazy
You
as
should
that.
be reaching for that. The girl that wants millions, all right, well, you better really make sure that you're stepping it up so that you're worthy of that.
Would you be comfortable with making more money than your guy or no?
Probably not, no. I don't want him to rely on me.
If he's still working and making money, then I don't think it really would matter if you're both putting work in.
The guy who was talking to told me women.
You see how most of these girls are like, well, if he's making money too, then I don't think it really would matter. Like, no, it would matter. You would be upset that you got to spend all your money on bills. You would be upset that you don't get to save all your money. Most women.
And shouldn't be working, so no.
With a whole.
Isn't there crazy stats of when the girl makes more, the divorce, like the relationship just goes to shit?
I heard somebody saying that recently on some kind of podcast. I can't
What do you
remember.
say?
Relationship just goes to shit.
I heard somebody saying that recently on
Sheesh.
some kind of podcast. I can't remember. Were we watching that together? Or maybe I
I don't
overheard
know.
it. But I didn't look it up to see if it's true or what the other surrounding stats are. But if that is true, that's
that
really
sounds right.
sad. That's really sad.
Whole family, right? You got like 4 dogs, 10 kids.
10 kids.
Stretch, no pun intended. That was disgusting.
Okay, well, I'm
That was a funny little joke by her. The fuck is going on?
expecting to make a lot of money, so I'm okay with like carrying it.
So you're down to be the breadwinner?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't mind if
I don't
was
believe
I
it,
feel like
but
that's just a level of delusion. Not even like she seems like a nice girl. Like I don't think it's malintent or anything. But I just think once you're in that relationship and you are the breadwinner, I don't
You're
think
not gonna
that's
respect
gonna
him.
fly. She's also a good-looking girl. I doubt she'd even end up ever being with a guy that makes less than her.
You never know, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like to an extent, it's like if she's dating, unless she's making crazy money, it's like if she's dating a loser, then yeah.
it's not the fact that she would be happy. It's not the fact that she wouldn't love her man. It's the fact that she would see all of her friends on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. She would see all of them living a luxurious lifestyle while she's carrying, paying for the bills and all this. And then just automatically she would be turned off by it because she wants to live that glorious lifestyle. I feel like women are more influenced by social media than men are. And I feel like that because they're drawn to like being comfortable. And if you can't give your girl comfortability, then you're gonna probably lose her. And I feel like that's why divorce rate is so high, because women are just looking at what they possibly could have whenever they probably couldn't have it in the first place. And they get single and buy some cats and die alone. That's another story.
Because, you know, a lot of success does correlate to how much money you make.
I haven't seen a relationship where the woman makes more, and I know several where the woman makes more, where it's a really happy relationship. But I don't think that's the one thing that is messing with that relationship. There's a lot of things there. I'm sure it's not.
Husband's got to get on his shit.
I'm sure it's not helping.
No, I wouldn't mind if I was making more money as long as they're making a lot.
I think
A lot.
Be rich, then we can, both have a
As long as he can pay for everything that I want and need, and as long, then I'll be fine with making more. As long as he can pay for everything. That's what she said.
This February, we're partnering up with a Navy SEAL so
that your excuse success. Money fast end of it.
Go to program.
I mean, do you care about how he would make his money, like real estate job versus, a male stripper?
I don't think so. Money's money.
There's an elite group of fast-growing Instagrammers
I'm sorry,
who are leveraging
man.
the
This
power of a
motherfucking
proven path.
Heads.
I would, yeah.
Haram money.
Like just
I gotta get YouTube Red.
Fans, you'd be fine with that?
You know what I was talking about with my friend? He was talking about how in Islam it talks about dirty money, like bad money and good money. I don't know if it talks about that in the Bible at all, but how when you have dirty money, it only brings like poison into your life and it doesn't end up doing you any good. So it's not even worth it to strive for that stuff because it doesn't bring you any good. But when you earn your money the right way, then it's actually more beneficial to you.
That's interesting.
Less good money is more beneficial than more bad money.
I think that makes sense. I don't know what the Bible says about that specifically, but I know that the Bible says that we are, that God provides for us and he sees us as stewards of his money. So how we spend it is, determines our relationship with God. So I think there's definitely a correlation between those two thoughts.
I think that's really true, though. I definitely agree.
I don't know. I'm not really religious, and I don't really know much about Muslim. I grew up Christian, and I know there's a lot of beliefs that are good for you to teach your children, and a lot of good that can come from being Christian. But that sounds really legit. I feel like that should be something that's preached out more, because I 100% believe in karma. I don't know whether it ties to religion or whether it's just something that the world happens or whether it's just my mind, but I really believe in karma. And if you're making money doing dirty stuff, fucking over other people, making money that way, then obviously karma is going to come back and bite you. Like, I believe in karma more than religion, and I mainly believe in karma because I've witnessed karma a lot, and I believe in religion a little bit. It's just, I just feel like there's some dirty deeds in the mix of religion, at least with Christianity.
What would happen if you, started dating this guy and he told you that he had a lot of money, whatever, and then you later found out he was broke?
I'd leave him. He's a liar, and he's broke. I leave him.
If he has no motivation to fix it.
Or he's like, I've been selling feet pics nonstop on my OnlyFans, and I swear to God, I will be making $100K by the end of the year. I know someone that does that.
Probably blackmail him.
Did she just insinuate that that's what she does?
What?
Who's paying for feet pics? You know what I don't understand?
A lot of guys.
This whole market. Because OnlyFans is $1 billion market, and I don't know, apparently, anyone that's ever bought an OnlyFans. So people are lying.
People are lying.
There's just straight cappers out there. Maybe it's this guy right here. He's the one out here buying them all.
Buying up all the OnlyFans accounts? Yeah, I don't know who's buying them. I'm not. It's just so depressing to think of all the potential that human beings are born with and all the things that we could accomplish, and there are people just in their rooms playing with themselves, looking at other people's feet.
Oh my.
Paying for it. Paying to look at other people's feet. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, not even the feet alone.
We just squander everything. We just squander every minute of our lives. We're disgusting. We don't. Please, the sun just needs to blow up already.
Probably
I feel like that's a problem with society and not pushing people to strive to be great. Like, I understand only a certain percent of people can be great, but nobody tries anymore. I feel like 90%, I feel like probably close to 100% of people choose to be lazy. They choose to be okay with it. They choose to settle. I really feel like that 1% that actually is rich and actually is like wealthy, I feel like they're the 1% that actually try. I'd say maybe 2%. Probably 1% tries, or probably 2% tries, 1% makes it, the other 1% gives up or just gives up. I feel like most people that try usually give up before they get to where they need to be. See, I'm not guilty of it, but I've thought about it. I've thought about giving up on YouTube. I thought about giving up on all this shit just because it went really quick at first and it slowed down, and then I had to take a step back and realize like that I started with 0 subscribers, and now that I got 700, which doesn't sound like much, but that's a fuck ton to me. I didn't think I could even get that many. So I have to reassure myself that I just got to keep trying, which I feel like most people usually don't.
Like blackmail him, maybe cry a bit. Yeah.
Leak his dick pics.
Yeah. I go to U of A. I would go. Really? Yeah. Okay, yeah, bear down. But the men here are way hotter, and all the guys there are assholes.
Okay. Is that that's you talking shit?
No, I'm just
Someone's mother one day.
A guy named Will. That's all I gotta say. He's in Teak.
Yeah, f you, Will and Teak. Do you guys care about how?
Oh, I hate girls. The frat. Girls who love frat guys. That's like my biggest pet peeve in girls. We're going to stay up on Friday. Ah.
Yeah, that was lame. If you will, at Teak.
Oh my God. Theta Chi boys. I'm like, shut up. So cringe.
I feel like they're the frat girls you're talking about are just the same type of girls that just are attracted to bad boys, ain't shit guys, yada. But I'm turned off by those types of girls. But he just generalized it all the way down to one group.
What is that? What is it about? Like, cause you go after like a certain frat? Like what? Just doesn't make sense to me. I think it's just code for being a hoe.
Oh, he makes his money? You know, because if he's making good money, does it matter what he's doing specifically to make that money?
Honestly, kinda, yeah.
Yes, it definitely matters. That's why you don't tell girls how you make your money. Stay mysterious.
She's cute.
Any final thoughts on this video?
I know I was also an airheaded idiot in college most of the time, so I try hard not to judge, but I really just wish we did a better job of raising and educating people so that they weren't quite as stupid at this age. Because watching these conversations makes me sad.
Yeah.
You know, before the generation before me, women at that age were running homes, raising kids. Many of them were also working. And now at that age, in the late teens, early 20s, everyone's just a self-absorbed nitwit who who doesn't even understand basic things like how much $100,000 a year goes. Sad.
It is crazy.
There's just no point in being in a relationship anymore, and I feel like that's what we're on the earth to do. We're on earth to find a partner, to procreate and have an offspring. And I feel like nowadays there's no incentive to it. We could just live by ourselves and not have to worry about finding someone. Like, we could live perfectly by ourselves. We wouldn't not perfectly. We could live by ourselves if we needed to. And it's advertised that you should want to be by yourself. You shouldn't depend on anybody. And I get it, but I just don't think that's what our intent on earth is to be selfish and independent. I feel like we're put on earth to be social and supportive creatures, but nobody does that shit anymore.
Crazy to think that.
Annoys me.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
All right, thank you guys.
What are you gonna do?
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please drop a sub, give it a like.
Please, same with me. Please, if you ain't sub, please sub.
Right, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.
I wanted to watch this. I'm going to. I just didn't. I felt like I shouldn't watch this because I haven't watched the new seasons of South Park, and South Park is by far my favorite TV show ever. And I haven't watched the new episodes, and I really don't want to get no spoilers, but it just seemed like such a good video to watch.
Some things I like, and then some things that I hate. So,
1 second. Gotta go to the bathroom. All right, I'm back.
Things that I like. Let us begin with one of the great episodes of South Park ever. So South Park, is a show that I have enjoyed, I would say, on an infrequent basis from time to time. It's not like a regular watch for me, but there are certain episodes that are just classics.
And I'll binge that shit, bro. I love South Park. I need to binge it again. I haven't. Me and my girl, we watched it together, so I don't really got time to binge it, but I've been trying to talk her into binging it. I love South Park. Like, just talking about it is giving me this feeling in my chest of just happiness. I fucking love South Park.
They did, in fact, release a classic this week. It's centered on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and their consistent attempts to be private by constantly seeking attention. It's hysterically funny.
So let me start with you, sir. You've lived a life with the royal family. You've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Wah. Yes, that's right, friend. You see, my wife and I are totally like, you should write a book because your family like stupid, and then so are like journalists. So you hate journalists. That's right. And now you wrote a book that reports on the lives of the royal family. Right. So you're a journalist. We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard. Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting? Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy. And you know what else? To hell with Canada. We are leaving. We'll go find some quiet place where we can be normal people. Come on, wife. We want privacy. We want privacy. We want privacy.
On the first day.
Oh my God, dude, I love like, South Park so much.
That was cool. They got to the
and they then proceed to take a jet around the United States and around the world, actually, looking for privacy on what they call their worldwide privacy tour, complete with song. It is. And these folks are actually, I would say they're beyond parody, but clearly they're not. South Park did an amazing job on that. There are actual rumors, by the way, that Harry and Meghan wanted to sue the creators of South Park.
Try it.
There were actual rumors that came out to that effect, which would be...
No, you know how many people South Park has win at? Fucking Tom Cruise, Will Smith, Oprah, motherfucking... Like, literally everybody. I thought I could name more people off the top of my head, but everybody that is at least mainstream and they've win at.
Just a perfect example of the so-called Streisand effect. The Streisand effect is named after Barbara Streisand, the famous singer.
Didn't fucking... Actually, this was before my time, but I remember the Streisand episode where they just blew it up, and they might have made it because of the whole Streisand effect term. I don't know, though.
Sure, because there was a point a couple of decades back when there was an aerial photograph taken of the California coast, and nobody had ever seen this photograph. It was in a public place, but nobody ever had seen it. And this aerial photograph contained a picture of Barbara Streisand's home. It wasn't labeled or anything. And so Barbara Streisand freaked out, and she threatened to sue the photographer unless he took down the photo. And he was like, I'm not taking down the photo. It's a picture of the coastline. Why would I take down the photo? But because she sued him, it ended up becoming a very popular photo, and millions of people saw it.
And the craziest thing is that she blew it up so much that there's a term named after it now, when people don't even know who the fuck Barbara Streisand is.
The same sort of thing. The fact that this was even discussed, like suing South Park over this, is amazing. A representative said, it's all frankly nonsense, totally baseless, boring reports. But apparently, the response followed days of articles noting that the Duchess of Sussex was distinctly unhappy about Matt Stone and Trey Parker's depiction of the couple. The Spectator had claimed she was upset and overwhelmed by the show and annoyed by South Park, but refuses to watch it all, despite it being unclear who its source was. That, by the way, is hysterically funny. She's upset and overwhelmed by the show. So one of the things in the show that is so devastating is that it points out that Harry and Meghan are claiming victimhood and are some of the least victimized people on the planet. The whole episode is about how one of the characters in South Park goes to an image consultant to remake his image as a school child. And Harry and Meghan have already gone to the image consultant. And the end of every image consultant's pitch for what your new brand should be is victim. So for the princess, it's stuff like First Lady Annoyer, victim. For the prince, it's like Prince, victim. And so when they claim victimhood, when she says, oh my God, I'm so upset and overwhelmed by South Park, all you had to do was go and live your life and nobody would care. Instead, you decided that you were going to go and sign a deal with Spotify and a deal with Netflix and that you were going to be a famous person.
And go on Oprah.
Again, the very notion that Meghan Markle married into the royal family because she was seeking a private life with the man she loved is absurd. As I pointed out, I mean, I did like a full review of Harry's silly book. And, like in the book, he talks about his dating history with Meghan. On like the fourth date, he invited her to spend a week in Africa with him. And she's like, sure. And he's like, she didn't know who I was. She didn't Google me. She literally covered Kate Middleton's wedding on her Instagram page.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure she knew who you were.
Catfishing.
And
or not cat gold digging.
Pretty sure that you might be married now because she knew who you were. As it turns out, people like Prince Harry, meaning a habitual, approaching middle-aged drug user and alcoholic who can't hold down a steady job, don't tend to land B-list actresses. Just as a general rule, unless they are princes. If they are princes,
I didn't know that he was an alcoholic or all this, but like, what does he need to hold a job down for? He's a royal. He's part of the royal family. He should just be able to live freely, right? Like, I don't know. I don't understand how you could be a woman that marries into the royal family and then pretend like you just got it so bad. Like, man, people nowadays just love to act like they got it bad when they know damn well there's people that are living in a fucking dish drinking dirt water, and yet they pretend like they're on equal playing ground. Like, nah, dog, you live in luxurious.
It seems to help the deal a little bit. It's honestly amazing stuff from South Park as per the usual. But
I just saw that you messaged me, man. If you do watch the end of this, I appreciate you more than you even know, man. The fact that you even tuned in and listened, that means a lot. Thank you.
Really, really funny. I gotta love me some South Park for 200 your money ashes retirement countless info 9 metal especially funny, but you know what is not going to be eternally young? Your skin, unless you take care of it. It's a very important thing. So I'm on camera every day. That means that I have to actually worry about my skin quality, but you should worry about your skin quality too. It's the thing that's going to make you look old.
Bro, how fucking long is that?
Results.com. Time to get complimentary. This is a really great story because it teaches you the value of the free market. So last week, my kids and I, it's late in the afternoon. One of the things that we like to do in our neighborhood, there are some golf courses. And one of the things that sometimes we'll do is we'll go take a golf cart and we'll like go to the outskirts of the golf courses and we'll pick up stray golf balls that have been missing. It's like almost an Easter egg hunt for my kids. It's really, really fun. They get off.
The Richards are moving in.
The cart and then they like dig the golf balls out of the dirt.
As a South Park reference if you didn't catch it.
And all of this sort of stuff. And over the course of maybe the past month, it turns out that they dug up like 75 or 80 of these golf balls. And so they decided to start a business, my 9-year-old and my 6-year-old. My 9-year-old daughter, my 6-year-old son. And so they started a business. They put up a sign and they decided to sell the golf balls, the used golf balls, for $1. My son didn't really understand the pricing mechanism at the beginning. So at the beginning, there was one red golf ball that he really liked. He's like, I will sell this for $100. And I said to him, I mean, if you want to keep the golf ball, that's a good strategy, but do you want to keep it or do you want to sell it? And he said, well, I said, would you rather have $1 or would you rather have the golf ball? He said, I'd rather have $1. Fine. So he lowered the pricing mechanism. This is how markets work, folks. And then we put out a notice to our kind of local community group on WhatsApp. And we said that my kids are selling golf balls, used golf balls, for $1 a piece. And this is one of the beautiful things about being part of a really nice community. Everybody decided they're going to buy used golf balls for my kids.
Just fucking the Girl Scout cookies.
So in the first 10, 15 minutes of this notice going out, all of our friends said, okay, I'll take 10 golf balls, I'll take 15 golf balls, and all the rest. So my kids got super into it. They made like a flyer. They made a sign. They took pictures. They made little bags. They dropped off the golf balls. Door-to-door service. That was part of the thing, was delivery.
I feel them like it is really nice, but I feel like humans just need to witness failure. If you don't witness failure, then you don't understand how great it is to win. But at the same time, like, they're getting this little dopamine boost to tell them like they're doing something right and they keep doing it. So maybe they'll just keep doing it. Even if they do fail, they'll realize like it did work before, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't know how that would work, but I just feel like it being easy isn't the right lesson to teach, but I don't know. That's just my opinion.
And so the kids would run up to the door, they'd pick up the money. It was all very, very sweet. And my daughter, who's 9, we were talking about this, and she said, this is great. We should do more of this. And I said, well, right, it's very labor intensive. It takes a lot of work to go find all of these golf balls. One of the things you could do is there are a lot of kids in the neighborhood who also live near golf courses. You could tell them that you will give them 25 cents a pop for the golf balls and they can sell them at buck a pop.
Oh my God, that's so smart. That's so smart.
And she said, the right question, she said, well, why do I get an extra 75 cents? Why should I sell it for $1 when the labor input is 25 cents? So, well, you're putting in a bunch of other labor, right? You're aggregating the golf balls. No one wants to buy a single used golf ball. People want to buy 10 or 20 of them. So you're aggregating them. You're marketing them. You're dropping them off. You're doing the delivery. You're packaging them. You're doing all of these things, and all these things take time. And my daughter turns to me and she says, so time is money.
Ooh.
I was like, yes. Yes, it is.
Here's I want to say something, but I don't want to sound like Kanye. But it's a good stereotype. I'm sure y'all can click the two together, but respect. I'm taking tips myself.
Kind of the beautiful thing about getting your kids involved in entrepreneurial activity at a very young age. One of the beautiful things is it teaches a lot of skills. So my daughter was learning, and my son, they were learning math during this process. They were learning the value of actually working because they get paid for the work. They were learning that if they put in more input,
at 6 and 9,
if there's a market, they'll get more output. They're learning customer service. They have to be nice to the people who they are dropping the golf balls off to. Like all of these things are socializing, and they are good. Free market is a good thing, and I'm very proud of my kids. It's very sweet of them. I'm also particularly proud of them because I asked them what they were doing with the money afterward, and they said, well, we're going to give like a big chunk of it. They earned like $70. I said, what do you want to do with it? And they said, well, we have to give a lot of it to tzedakah, which in Hebrew is charity. We have to give some of it to charity, and then we want to take some of it. And they had a bit of a disagreement on what to do with it. One of them, my son, reinvested it in capital equipment. He immediately went and took $20 and bought a golf ball.
Tech teams bitch ass ads, man.
Imagine one place where you can find the product team's
ball washing machine, so that when we get the balls from the course, then he can wash them off in the golf ball washing machine. So he was spending this morning doing that. Again, investing back in the business.
So
smart business
proud,
move.
Man.
My daughter.
I'm just thinking because I got a son and a daughter, and I'm just thinking like, man, if they ever did that, I would be so proud. Like so proud. Like 6 and 9 years old, and y'all already understand the market. Especially the fact that he's reinvesting, that would make me so fucking happy.
Actively considered buying stock. I'm not kidding. Because I'd explained to her how the stock market works. And so she's like, can I buy a share of a company? I was like, you can. You can, in fact, buy a share of a company. The joys of business. Okay, time for a quick thing that I hate.
Fucked me out of money.
So how stupidly woke have things become? Things have become so stupidly woke that even people who are anti-slavery are now being canceled because they're not anti-slavery enough in their depictions of the evils of slavery. There's an article in the New York Times that is titled, "In Vermont, a school and artist fight over murals of slavery." Created to depict the brutality of enslavement, the works are seen by some as offensive. The school wants them permanently covered. The artist says they're historically important. So what happened? Well, apparently, for years, when students at Vermont Law and Graduate School came to Shirley Jefferson with objections to the murals in the student center and their depictions of black people that struck some as racist caricatures, the longtime black administrator urged those protesting to move on. Miss Jefferson, who is 69, is no stranger to racism or protest. She was born in segregated Selma, Alabama in 1953 and helped integrate her high school. She said, I told them, you did not come here to fight over a mural. You came to get educated. Then came the summer of 2020, and Jefferson and others found a renewed commitment to confront embedded racism. She said, when George Floyd was killed, all of a sudden I said to myself, that mural has got to go. But the artist who painted the mural, a person named Sam Curson, who is white, fought back against the plan. Why did he fight back against the plan? Well, because he says, number one, it is a major work. It is my life. It's important that it be there. And it's historically important and about what it says about black people rising up to resist. And it's important as a record of what we said in 1993. The two murals are each 24 feet long, and they depict the brutality of slavery, with scenes including a slave market, a slave owner wielding a whip, and an attacking dog. They also show white Vermonters protesting slavery and helping people escape to freedom via the Underground Railroad. The style is more expressive than realistic, and it was inspired by Mexican muralists like Jose Clemente Orozco. So now the law school has covered the paintings with white panels so as not to offend anyone, even though, again, the entire point of the murals is that slavery is extremely bad and white people participated in it. But it's not enough. They must come down because modern sensibilities are offended.
I want to talk about this, and I really want to. I just don't feel like right now is the right time since a few shots deep, and I'm live, so I can't. If I say something wrong, it's gonna be held to my chest. But I have been wanting to talk about this topic a lot. I just don't really feel like right now is the best time.
And this is similar to a bit of a spat that we had yesterday on Twitter, in which Ibram X. Kendi tweeted out pictures of the first presidents during President's Day. He's like, many of these people were slaveholders. 8 out of the first 12 presidents were slaveholders and held thousands of slaves combined. And this is something you should remember. America was founded in slavery, not in freedom. And so I responded by saying, many of those people also wrote the Constitution that provided for its future amendment, attempted to abolish the slave trade by 1808, and also created the freedom that you are getting rich off of today. And this, of course, made some people very angry, made some people very, very angry because you're supposed to only focus on the evils of the past. This is the beautiful thing about...
Man, just imagine, like, obviously, we're living really luxurious right now. But just imagine what it'll be like if we do get to that point, to whenever we have no problems at all. What are we going to do? What is humanity going to decide to do to correct their mistakes? Like, once you get so perfect, once you get so comfortable, once you get so just, there's no problems at all, you have nothing to work on. And as humans, we have to work, whether it's labor, mental, we have to work. It's really a scary thought on like, what are we going to start complaining about if we do get everything perfect? Like, if world peace was a thing, really, would it be a thing? Because we as humans, we have to fix things. And if there's nothing to fix, what the fuck are we going to do? I guess we could invent new things to make shit easier, but like, if life's perfect, then what the fuck do we need to make easier? It's like a oxymoron type lifestyle. I don't know if oxymoron's the right word. I just learned that today. Yeah. But it sounds like it's contradicting of itself, because we as humans want to live perfectly. And if everything is perfectly, then what the fuck are we going to do? We can't fix anything. We're just go on about our lives, just not doing anything, not working on anything, I don't know. I never thought about it until right now, but that seems like such a problem for humanity, is that the fact that we can never be perfect because we have to work on something.
The modern woke generation. The modern woke generation is the only good, they're the only good people to ever have been born. They are perfect in every single way. And so everyone who came before them must be cast out into the outer darkness, because all those people were flawed. But they are not flawed. They have all the right views today. Now, tomorrow they won't have the right views, and they'll be forced to kneel and bend before the prevailing status quo. But for the moment, they are riding the high horse of moral privilege. And that high horse of moral privilege says that these people who have provided no actual service to society, who've never done anything of actual value, who've actually been a negative drain on society's resources in many ways, because all they do is chip away at the society that creates wealth and freedom. These people are spending their days stewing in hatred for people who died 200 years ago and also were kind of important and did things. It is amazing how people who uselessly sit there and tweet things on Twitter think that they are more important world historical figures than people who actually did things, like found the United States of America. Alrighty, guys, the rest of the show is...
I feel that, but like, I feel like most people are really upset about the people who built the country that didn't get acknowledged for it. And I 100% get that. But like what I was saying earlier, if we're perfect, then what the fuck do we have to work on? Like, we have to stay at a 9 on a scale of 10, because if we get to a 10, then what the fuck do we got? We have nothing. And I'm not saying like the people that did all the work that didn't get any acknowledgement should just go unnoticed, but I don't know, man. I just, the more I take YouTube seriously, the more I watch shit like this, and the more I think about it myself, the more I realize, like, no matter how hard we try, we will never be perfect. Whether it's our past coming into our future, or something that we did in the present popping up and destroying everything. Like, I don't feel like there's a way that we can live happily unless we're working on something. I feel like the only way we could be happy is if we're working on something, we're accomplishing something, and we're achieving it. But I'm gonna end that stream there, y'all. I appreciate everyone that stopped by. I'm so sorry to the person that just joined. I I want to keep streaming, but I started drinking because I wanted to get my nerves loosened, and I just know if I take another shot, then I'm gonna start just not. I'm just not gonna be intellectual enough to talk. Sadly, but it's true. But I'm gonna end that stream there. Appreciate everyone that stopped by. I plan on streaming every Thursday around 9 to 10 o'clock. I'll start streaming, and if you want to stop by, I'll be right here. But I appreciate everyone that stopped by. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And with that said, deuces. It's probably gonna keep going, but